I'm joined today with Mansoor Azeem. He is Imam of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community here in Lloydminster. Thanks for taking some time to talk with me today.
Thank you very much for having me today.
So you're a pretty familiar face to many people here in Lloydminster, and obviously the Ahmadiyya Muslim community does a lot in our community, but you're going to actually be leaving here, heading to Vaughan, Ontario at the end of the month. Can you just talk to me a little bit about that?
Well, I've been here since 2017 and been volunteering, paying my part however I can to help the community, however it is possible for the Ahmadiyya Muslim community to help. And leading that part was wonderful, especially in this town. I had a wonderful experience, positive memories that will always take with me when I'm departing. So I will be going to Vaughan, Ontario to work with the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Organization. This is the largest youth organization in Canada. So it will be a lot of responsibilities, especially going from a small town to such a huge responsibility is a lot for me.
So can you just talk a little bit about the work you'll be doing in Vaughan and how excited you are for that?
There's a mixed kind of feelings, especially sad for leaving Lloydminster, such an amazing town. The community has always showed us respect, love, and support, however and whatever we do. And, going to another place and a big responsibility is definitely is a welcoming opportunity for me to work with as well. So it's kind of a mix of a feeling, but the work will kind of be the same thing. In Lloydminster, I was also leading the youth, and if that be for volunteer services in city or highway cleanup or other aspects, for example, Run for Lloydminster that we did, all part of, especially youth contributed a lot. So similarly, that kind of stuff that I will be doing on a bigger, very big scale, on a Canada-wide scale in Vaughan, Ontario, where the headquarters of our community is.
So you mentioned earlier that you've been here in Lloydminster for 3 years. You were obviously new to Western Canada when you came. Looking back at those 3 years, do you have some memories that you have or some favorite moments of your time here in Lloydminster?
Picking one moment would definitely be difficult, but I think there was a time that we had a car show here in Lloydminster. That was, I think the first year I attended, the second year I wasn't here, and the third year because of the COVID, we couldn't do it. That was, I think, what's the name of the car show? Every Wednesday they gather outside of the mall, and especially they gather outside of sports center. So that was amazing for me, especially attending that. And also some of the works that we did volunteer in a city, for example, in Bud Miller Park every Canada Day. And some other, picking one part, I think would definitely be difficult for me. The whole experience is positive. I have great memories for the town. I don't think that I will ever be able to forget this town.
And looking forward for the community here in Lloydminster, do you know who will be replacing you or coming once you leave at the end of the month?
Well, I'm not sure, but the community will announce whenever the other missionary will come here.
Mm-hmm. And how does that process work with the new missionary?
I personally, as an imam, I have dedicated my life for the service of our community, and however, wherever the community is, consider suits the recommendation, they recommend that, and they send the proposal to the caliph that we believe in from London, UK. That's where the headquarters of our community is, and he appoints each missionary or each imam to whichever place the community has recommended that this is where they need.
All right, well, thanks for taking some time to talk with me today, Mansoor Azeem. Any final thoughts before we go today?
I guess this will be my last message to all of Lloydminster and especially to our community as well. Despite the politics that I've seen around the world, especially what's happening, recently the incident that happened in France and the things that happened past 3 years in Syria and Arab, I have not seen the same kind of racism and Islamophobia in Lloydminster, and that's a very positive thing for me. Never ever had anyone come to me and say that, the things that people say. So I'm living with very positive experience and very positive memories from Lloydminster. And this is, I think, the way to move forward. If we continue to love each other, if we continue to follow, love in the society, then no color, no faith, no identity, or no ethnicity will ever be feeling, unbearable for anyone. So I think this is the message that I want to give, that keep loving each other, and for the sake of humanity, if you love humanity, I don't think that any color, any faith, any ethnicity, any identity will ever be feeling unbearable to anyone. So love for all, hatred for none.
All right. Thanks so much for taking some time to talk with me today. And I wish you the best of luck as you move on in your life.
Thank you very much.